Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock, and I am very excited to record today. So, I basically wanted to give you guys an update about the Cramboss team. So, we're making gains. It's working. We're seeing improvement. I don't know how else to say this. Now, I would have 4-keyed Ultra Nightmare today, but when I woke up this morning, let me just make sure this is on screen. Yeah, okay. So when I woke up this morning, Nightmare was already down to here. And when I say woke up, this is like 7 a.m. my time. Like it was early, but not early enough. So Nightmare was already down to like 25%. Ultra Nightmare was down to like 25%, but Nightmare was still on Void Affinity. And I was really desperate to see how well this team would perform in Void Affinity. So I used it on Nightmare, and it happened to be. I do have unlocked now. I won't be able to show you, but I do have unlocked now, because I already did it another night before. I have Quick Battle unlocked for Nightmare now, which I'm really excited about. So, as you can see, 45.71 million. That easily cleared what we would need for Nightmare. Then for Ultra Nightmare, you'll see I'm on a 3-key at 59.62 million. So let's just, for math's sake, round that up to 60 million on a 3-key. That means I would only need 10 million on my final key to get, the 70 million that I need. So I could have 4-keyed Ultra Nightmare. Um, so the little tweaks and changes that I've been making are improving the team overall, and we're seeing some real progress now. So I wanted to share that with you guys and just kind of let you know that things are working, things are going good. Now, obviously, I would love to eventually get that to a 3-key if possible, and I think the champion who's really going to help me isn't in the game yet. So the upcoming fusion, um, I know he's like Vault Keeper or something, right? Is his name? Mixwell Vault Keeper, something like that. Anyways, um, the vote is going on right now for his A2, but the one that it sounds like is going to be the winner is the defense focus, so it attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a decreased attack. I'm going to assume a 100% chance when booked. Also increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn, doing exactly what we're getting out of our Godseeker. Then increases the value of all shields on all allies. The value of each shield is increased proportional to the total number of buffs which had their duration increased. What was the first ability? Can I look at that? If I click on this, will it show me? Okay, yeah. So the first ability that was picked is the intercept one, but the main part is places a 60% increased defense and a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. The value of the shield is proportional to this champion's defense, which we would stack that champion with defense. So what I'm thinking is we would have 2 champions that are buff extenders, basically taking what Ursula is currently doing for my team and replacing them with the fusion champion. And so we're gonna have buff extension times 2. We're still gonna keep increased defense. We lose strengthen, but I don't think that that's. I mean, we're gaining shields, big shields, and we'll be able to extend those shields and increase the value of those shields. I didn't finish reading the ability, so I apologize. Let me finish reading the ability. The value of the shields on increases the value of shields on all allies. The value of each shield is increased proportional to the total number of buffs which had their duration increased. So I'm very excited for this guy, and that's got 59% of the vote right now. So it sounds like that's gonna be the winning ability. Very, very, very excited for this guy. And that brings into question some strategy. Okay. Most likely, gonna have to do some kind of summon event. I still feel very confident going into a champion chase, but summon rushes are a little problematic. Now, right now, I do have a Sacred Shard. As you can see, we got that Sacred Shard from Clan Boss, I think today, actually. Um, so we do have a Sacred Shard ready to go, which is good news. We've got some Voids. We've got some Ancients. Why are Ancients interesting? Well, there's this little thing here on the calendar. So if we go to the calendar, you'll see we have an extra legendary event. It doesn't say here, but it's my understanding that it's based on ancient shards. Now, there are rumors of a guaranteed champion coming from ancient shards. These are just rumors. I haven't heard anything different, but almost all of the content creators keep on saying rumor, rumor, rumor. It's probably not a rumor. They probably know something that we don't. But I'm nowhere near on a free to play having enough shards to pull for a guaranteed legendary. However, my Mercy on the free to play account 186. So that's 14 away from starting to get Mercy procs going into a double legendary event. I happen to have 11 ancient shards right now and plenty of gems. If I was to get another 11 gems out of this, it would be 900, or sorry, 11 ancients out of this, it would be 900 gems, right? Just checking my math here. Yeah, 11. So 22, and I only need 14 to hit Mercy. I'm going to pull shards for this double legendary event. I'm so close to Mercy. It's a definite time to pull Ancients. So that's on the free-to-play account. I don't think on my main account that... Yeah, my Mercy is high-ish, but I don't think it's high enough to chase a double legendary event. We'll see. There might be some other events going on. But for the free-to-play account, I'm not chasing it. It's going to happen. I'm so high into my Mercy that I'm able to basically plan around that. And this is one of the times where it's a good thing that maybe I didn't. Obviously, if you could pull a legendary on every 100 shards, like, you'd be happy with that, right? So to be at almost 200 ancients with no legendary is not great. However, when you do have the chance to pull during a double legendary event, it kind of balances itself out. So I want to take advantage of this. This is why it's great to track your Mercy. That program you just saw on my screen, that was RSL Helper. So I'm very excited going into this double legendary event. I will pull my Ancients. I'm not going to spend gems right away. I think my Mercy tracker is a little bit off because I did pull some shards that when RSL Helper was down, I think. And I don't know that I calculated all of them into the Mercy when I did that. So we're going to pull these 11 ancient shards for sure. Not today, of course. We're going to wait until that event starts. And then see what other ancients I get along the way. The clan shop resets tomorrow, right? Or did it reset today? Yeah, refreshes in 4 hours. So I think ancients can be in here. No, it's only a void. A void shard. It's books. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay. But I did also get the ancient from Tag Team Arena today. And then I got my weekly ancient. Not this weekly. So I'll be getting this weekly ancient. I meant my weekly ancient from the shop. So I've received quite a few ancients, and I'm excited to be able to pull it. I still have a few more to go. So I'll be working my way into Mercy and pulling shards to get 2 legendaries and hoping for something really, really good, right? I don't know if they're going to be doing any other 15x or 10x event or anything during that time. I would assume that they would be. There's a lot of events that aren't yet shown. I'm a little torn on this Sand Devils tournament. Now, this is enough to do 1 crystal summon, but that's a lot of energy. Uh, I'm not exactly sure what my point per energy is right now in Sand Devil, but 2,350 is pretty steep as far as energy goes. And I don't think I have any big influx. Oh, I get another ancient tomorrow too. That's awesome. So I don't really have. I mean, I don't really have any big influxes of energy anytime soon, or gems, or anything like that. Um, so I'll probably go for it. I'm a little behind. I should have been running it during the day today. I didn't have time to really set up. I'll probably do this running effective resources overnight, and tomorrow I'll also complete my dailies and get myself some extra energy that way. I'll be getting weekly energy. Okay, yeah, I think I can do this. I'll be getting my weekly energy as soon as I'm finished. I have to summon some more champions, and then which are right here, and yeah, so I'll knock all that stuff out. That should get me caught up pretty good. So I'm excited about that. I should be able to get this pull now. Pretty much all of these legendaries, except maybe, and I'm not saying. Well, let's take a look at Archbishop. Okay, heals all allies by 30% of their max HP and places defense. Also places shield. Okay. Okay, so increase accuracy, heal reduction, and block debuffs on all enemies for 2 turns. Block buffs, sorry. Cannot resist, and then transfer 1 random debuff from this champion to the target. 75% stealing 1 random buff from the target. Interesting kit. I know that I don't think I'd be upset about getting Archbishop because it's a good healer. But I don't know that I would be as excited about some of these others. As far as the epics go, we kind of have most of them on this particular account. The one that I would probably be kind of interested in would be Phoenix here. I know he can hit hard, and he cannot be revived on the A1 here. We already have Mordecai. Obviously, we already have Deacon. Falmond would be insane on this account. Very, very good if we were to get Falmond. Because we do have Deacon, Mordecai, Godseeker. I mean, we have some of the stronger epics in this pool. So if we could, it would be very, very happy to get Falmond. So that's what I'm going to spend my energy on as soon as I'm done doing my dailies tonight. We'll spend energy doing this tournament, and I hope to not have to spend too many gems. We have a couple of days to do it, so as I get towards the end of it, I may have to spend a few gems to top it off, but in the meantime, we're just going to use our passive energy gain and dedicate all of it to Sand Devil and try to get one of these pulls. At the very least, we get an epic let's see. Carlinia is not that. Yeah. Carlinia is an interesting one too. So, yeah, that's kind of where the game plan for the next couple of days, and then obviously pulling those shards during the double legendary event. So I'm kind of excited about that. You don't get to go for those too often on a free to play account. Just happens to line up that my Mercy do. So we're going to go ahead and pull those shards. Because I'm just double checking, making sure that, yeah, Ignatius, and I don't think I have any other legendaries that could have come from shards in that time. Yeah. So, okay. I guess that's everything, guys. I think that's kind of all that I have. Since I have some extra time, I'll talk about it now. I do have some big changes coming. I kind of recorded a separate video for this already, and then I never released it, mostly because I just didn't edit the thumbnail. But I'm curious how you guys feel about sorry, about how you guys feel about me playing other games. Um, I'm thinking about maybe starting like a second series in another game. Not the type of game that would require a lot of time, like a third rate account. I'm not interested in doing anything like that again for the time being. But I am wondering if you guys might be interested to watch me play other games. Maybe the I haven't been playing any other games since I started streaming. So I've not played Baldur's Gate, Starfield. I started, never finished. Um, I haven't done anything in Helldivers, for example, Pal World, all these big games that have come up that I wanted to play. I've kind of put off playing. So I wasn't sure if you guys would be interested in me making a series on that. Now, I want to be clear, this would be different from something like a third rate account that would require so much of a time commitment. This wouldn't require that. I could play that game for 3 hours on a day off and probably have 4 or 5 videos worth of content, right? Like, I don't need to play it every single day and show you guys everything. And that kind of leads into the bigger stuff that's going to be coming to the account. Now, I said this in the video I recorded, and I'll say it again here. I'm not really prepared to commit to my plans yet. I have plans for the account, for the channel, I should say. I keep saying account. What I mean to say is channel. I have plans for my channel. I think you guys will be excited about it. I'm excited about it. I'm not trying to tease it in a traditional sense. I just wanted you guys to know that I'm working on some stuff, but I'm not ready to commit to it yet because there's a lot of different variables involved. So, anyways, keep an eye out for news as soon as I feel like it's a good. And I'm seriously, I'm not just trying to tease this and like, I don't know, build false hype or anything like that. I don't. You guys may not even care, but I just wanted you to know that I have plans to try and improve the channel, try to improve the quality and performance and all kinds of stuff like that. So, we're gonna see how things go over the next couple of weeks. Maybe things change, maybe they don't, but I am excited about potential progress on the channel and development of the channel. So, like I said, though, let me know if you guys want to see me play other stuff, or do you want this to be just raid content? I'm going to put a poll up on my community tab, and then obviously you guys can let me know in the comments. But all in all, the team is doing very well. I'm still making small tweaks to the champions to try and get, every little tiny bit of damage out. But I really think when this new champion comes out, it's a game changer. He brings the decrease attack. We lose increase attack, At least for now. I don't. I know I saw a leak of what the third ability will be. I don't think it's increased attack, but um, we'd still bring decreased attack. We don't know what affinity yet, so that could be a problem. Uh, but the shields and who know like currently there's no limit on how big those shields can be. So if they're not saying there's a limit, at least yet, there's a possibility that we could see some really big shields and some really good clan boss scores. So I have to be very careful because I don't really want to drain myself of these ancient shards, but I also kind of want to, go for the double legendary. You don't get a chance for that very often, so it's a trade off. It's nerve wracking. I'm a little scared about it, but we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm going into a double legendary event with over 180 into Mercy. Like that's really good uh, for a free to play account to get two legendaries across 200 shards. Not ideal, right? But I'm not gonna complain about it either. So, and who knows what we may get, right? I mean, we could get two clunkers, or we could get a Newt and a Kymar, right? Like, there's a lot of value to be had, and a lot of game changing legendaries out there. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.